15 minutes on one door. That's what it takes to get this degreased, sanded, and prepped for refinishing. First thing we did was scrape off the bumpers on the back. Then we sprayed our Crud Cutter Paint Prep degreaser and used a blue Scotch pad to scrub all that grease and grime off to make sure these doors are nice and clean. Then we used a clean microfiber towel and wipe it all down, get all that grease and grime off of there. You've got to be thorough when you're doing this. This isn't spray the degreaser on there and do a couple swipes with your Scotch pad and you're good to go. You're scrubbing back and forth continuously until you get a nice, perfectly clean surface. And notice, this is before we do any sanding. If you're going to sand before you degrease, all you're doing is sanding all that grease and grime deeper into the wood grain. I can't emphasize this enough, and I say it in all my videos. Degreasing is one of the most important steps. Here we are using a little pick to clean out those grooves. It's another step that's crucial in the process to make sure you get all the gunk off these doors. There's a ton of buildup that likes to find its way into those little crevices over the years. Then we give it a little blow dry and get ready to start sanding. We're using 220 grit to sand these doors, and we're not painting these, we're staining them. So 220 grit is not a problem here. We're not going to see the micro scratches in the painted finish, as this is going to be a stain that soaks into the wood. The main purpose is to degloss the surface of the existing finish. Now we're taking some 220 sandpaper by hand and getting into those tight little crevices and details on the doors, making sure every surface is properly prepped. And as you're going along, make sure you keep the dust under control. You don't want that dust ending up in your final finish. So blow it off, wipe it off with a nice lint-free microfiber to ensure a quality finish. Spending this much time on one door might seem excessive, especially if you're going to do this yourself. But I promise you, spending the time to do the prep is going to end up giving you a better quality, longer lasting finish in the end. Now, last thing we're doing with these, as they're getting stained, not painted, couldn't use my normal wood filling method, so I'm using a Goff tee and some wood glue. That way we have a natural wood filler in there that's going to accept the stain.